your expectations of the budget. But I have George Jaffe now on. Hello, George.
Hi, Easy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay, so we've been looking at or been hearing what government is seeking to do, especially with road tolls and property taxes and all of that, plus the benchmark values. I'd want us to start with the road toll. That government is what? Contemplating scrapping road tolls entirely and then rather incorporating it into the prices of fuel.
Yeah, Israel, you're right on that one. So there are two options on the table as we speak right now. One is that either they increase the current tolls as it stands right now, or put it on price of petroleum products. So you have a situation where the road toll component on price of petroleum products are expected to go up. And so things are still being finalized as we speak, Israel, right now. And why government is doing that, they want to find a very innovative way to finance the poor road infrastructure that we have in the country. That is why that is being considered on the road toll angle, Israel.
All right, but I'm sure government also appreciates that if they factor it into the price of fuel, then you're going to essentially that's going to impact the prices of virtually every commodity in the country.
You're right on that one. And the argument has always been made that what is the safest way, or quote, laziest way in raising revenues, just to lump it on petroleum products, because you and I, everyone cannot escape from it. And that is why that option is also being looked at, Israel. I mean, what we are sure of and what we can firm up is that they are looking at a more innovative way to widen the tax net. Would that result in rates going up, or more of an efficient avenue in the collection of taxes is still being considered? As we speak right now, meetings are being finalized on the budget with respect to the way forward to improve revenue. So anything can happen, Israel, as we speak right now, before the minister goes to Parliament to present the budget.
The other thing that you mentioned has to do with property taxes. What exactly is government seeking to do with that? Because it has typically been something that the MMDAs have been handling. But you're saying that government is looking at taking it over.
So, Israel, there's a current ongoing debate about how can the revenue be expanded. And one area that has been seriously under-mobilized when it comes to revenue has to do with property tax. Now, what we are picking up is that can we still allow these local authorities to collect these taxes and then government finds a way to share with them, or the government takes over the collection of these taxes and then more of a 50-50 or share it with these local authorities? Look at an area like East Legon. It is believed that still most properties there are not being taxed. So that is also being collected, because the challenge right now in Israel is that either we mobilize more revenue locally or we go out and borrow. The other option being considered, which is seen as the best, is raising revenue more locally, Israel.
All right, and then the other thing has to do with the benchmark values on imports. There's been some back and forth on that. What exactly is government looking at?
Well, Israel, what we can say for sure is that it is going to be reviewed. What is being in contention right now is that which items should it affect. But what we can assure you right now is that that policy is going to be reversed.
It's going to be reversed or reviewed?
Yes, reversed. So now it's going to go back, and the 50% will now be applied on items that are being imported. But right now, which are those key items that it should affect? That is what is being fine-tuned right now as we speak, Israel.
What other indicators are you picking as far as government mobilization of revenue is concerned? You've talked about a number of things. You've talked about the road tolls consideration vis-a-vis slapping those taxes on the price of petroleum products. And then you've also talked about the property taxes. Is there anything else that government is looking at, something quite radical?
Well, they will be hard on revenue. And as I'm saying that, there's still this argument about whether you improve efficiency or you still look at hiking rates. But they'll be very, very heavy on revenue as we speak right now. Talk about the fiscal consolidation and also being heavy on supporting private sector to create jobs. So for those broad themes, we can assure that whatever, irrespective of whatever happens in today's meeting, that could be the broad focus of the budget when they present to Parliament.
All right, thank you very much, George Wiafe. George Wiafe is with Joy Business, and he has been giving us some insights and indicators that Joy Business has been picking as far as the budget is concerned. The budget is going to be presented tomorrow, and it's going to be live here on Joy News and on Joy FM and all of our platforms. Bye-bye.